Alvaro Henriquez, thank you for the follow. Okay, so now we're following. I see two of the games. So Grum Jug versus Chess Web and Xavier versus RV Chess. Let me start a call with Kim Stud. What's up, Kim Stud? How's it going?
Good. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, man.
All right. Hey, thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here, and thanks for letting me know about Yale's team. I didn't realize that they were playing right now. So, um, yeah, I think a lot of players on both of these teams are actually missing players. So, do you know why there's a lot of players missing?
So, from Yale, at least, they played in the Ivy League Chess Championship today, which I think started this morning, and it was probably like 4 rounds or five of game 30. So they might be chessed out at this point or taking a
Wait,
break.
there was an Ivy League chess tournament?
There was.
Wow. So, who organizes that?
So I assume it's Columbia. That's who organized it when I played in it as a Penn student, but that was back like several years ago. So I don't know if
Wow.
they're still.
So you're a UPenn alumni or alum,
Yeah,
and now you're a student at Yale. So that is awesome. Um, and how long have you been at Yale now?
my first year. I
And you're loving it, I'm assuming.
I'm in my research lab now actually, so I wasn't expecting to be on your stream, but it's very fun. Uh,
Oh,
yeah,
do you have to go or is this good?
no, this is great. Yeah,
Okay, perfect. Um, and you're like on free time, right? You're not like needed to do anything.
no, yeah, I don't. As soon as chemical boils over, I will have to go attend to it. But right now, it's fine.
Wait, what are you
Yeah,
doing in your lab right now?
I am. Well, I am expanding graphite because we use it as a conductive filler. I make soft robots, so we put like little graphite particles in silicone materials to make them conductive for
Wow.
different things.
Okay.
Dex just won his game.
Yes, so Dex Webb, the leader for Yale with a win. First board
Yeah,
against bottom board, so definitely expected. Um, I wonder. So like I said, Yale's missing a couple players, and Northwestern is also missing a couple players, and so because they're both missing a couple players, I think like the ratings should be somewhat even, which is kind of funny. Um, so these are two evenly matched teams. Actually, I'm not even showing the scoreboard. Hold up. There we go. Oh, we have FIDE Master J Law in the chat who will be doing commentary with me shortly after this match with Berkeley versus uh, Stanford coming up, and he is a Berkeley alum. So I actually reached out to both Columbia and UPenn to join our season, and UPenn played last year. They turned us down this year. I think they didn't have enough players, probably because you graduated, and they were
yeah,
devastated
sure.
with the loss of Kim Stud 24. Um, but hopefully they can play again next year as well as Columbia. Especially knowing that they have an Ivy League tournament. I think if they have teams at all the Ivy League schools competing, they should definitely do so here. Actually, we still have a lot of Ivy League schools. Yale obviously being one of them, but um, I know Harvard and Princeton are all there, and I have reached out to a couple others, but yeah, it was pretty cool. So, do you
Yeah,
know how
yeah.
Yale did?
I don't know. I was gonna ask, but I think that they finished and then they just had to start this match right away, so I didn't
Wow.
want to distract them.
So
I
this
don't
Yale
know.
team is actually already battle worn today.
I think they've been really, yeah, burning the candle at both ends or whatever it is, whatever the expression.
That is
Yeah, they are.
definitely the expression. So who knows? Maybe Northwestern is fresh and excited to go, and Yale maybe Yale just experienced the worst defeat of their lives, and they're just so demoralized right now that they just don't even want to play. But Chess
Maybe.
Web still won their game. Maybe they played like the strongest players ever, and then Chess Web just played Grumjug and is like, finally I can uh take a break from playing like Grandmasters or whatever. Although, of the teams in the Ivy League that are in the Collegiate Chess League, I only know like Andrew Tang as one of the most. Dude, did Andrew Tang was streaming right now, right, with Botez, I think. I don't know if he played in the Princeton or the Ivy League thing.
Yeah, he
I'll just
must not have. I saw him streaming Titled Arena or something.
Yeah.
Uh,
Dude, Princeton,
yeah.
Princeton, uh, Princeton must love having Andrew Tang, but sometimes he just does other events, and so he has to turn down. Oh, Black is blundering a pawn here.
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
Black had a time advantage and a nice bishop pair in the end game, but this is not.
yeah, it was
Let up.
even material, but that bishop trade was not favorable at all. And so Xavier actually, not the favorite in terms of rating, is proving to make some difficulties. But who knows? King e5. Disconnect from RV chess. This could prove costly.
Oh, that's
Oh,
not
he's
good. He's
back.
also on his phone. He's
Oh
on his
no.
phone right now.
Okay, knight d7 threatens to win the bishop. So he protects against that. The knight checks anyways. Ooh, and f6 is gonna be annoying. How do you deal with that actually? Okay, well, there's king d6. Oh, another disconnect. Oh my god. Xavier gonna go for the flag. 4 seconds, 6 seconds. Pushing the pawns through. I mean, it doesn't help that the position is also really rough. And playing on the phone is not recommended. So, giving up the pawn, which
King
really
F6
is
must have been.
unfortunate.
These must be. Are these pre moves? You think? Oh,
No, they're
nice.
not. Okay, there's knight check. Yeah, king takes pawn, but now e5. Oh, so okay, it's a guarantee to draw at least.
Yeah.
I mean,
Should be a draw.
black could win. Black is the only side that could win this.
No, the not. Yeah.
No, there's king f3 now. Knight here, now king g2. This is winning for black. Okay, RV chess literally seconds away from disconnect losing. Also down a pawn and is now winning. King takes, and now there's going to be a queen on the board. So Xavier has to pray for a disconnect win or draw or stalemate.
No,
but, I mean, RV chess is too good. There's mate. Wow. RV chess from the phone. The swindle of the match. Jag predicting that this is going to be an 8.5 to 7.5 win for Yale, and it all comes down to this game. But I actually don't see the other two boards. Okay, we have 3 boards underway right now. Here, let's try to find the most even matchup. Honestly, it might be Chessweb and Xavier, but I want to see Master Mr. Poopy, because why wouldn't I cover Master Mr. Poopy's game? So, Master Mr. Poopy, I'm pretty sure, has played on the lower boards for Yale. Are you still there, by the way? So Kimstud24 right now is in the middle of a science experiment, and yeah, he is disconnected. So we could only hope that everything's okay in the lab. So RV chess almost disconnecting in that last game. Now Kim Stud disconnecting, probably not due to being on the phone, but due to science being done. So yeah, those graphite conductors, man. I don't know. um, okay. But the match goes on. So Master Mr. Poopy here against Antonio El Camborio, who is the second board from Northwestern. And just by looking at the names here, we have this is Nikhil, and there's Akhil, Kalgatgi. I know I said that wrong. There's no way that's. I mean, I just pronounced it how I saw it, and then when it came out of my mouth, it didn't feel right. Um, did I really only have one result from that first? No, RV Chess won. Okay, so Yale 2 points. Oh, welcome back.
Yes, sorry, I disconnected.
That's okay. I know you're in a lab right now, so
Cool. So we have 3 games now, so it looks like the players have shown up.
yeah, I still don't see the top board from Northwestern. Um, oh, and I didn't notice this, but Xavier is Nicholas, who is the leader for Northwestern, and I believe DexWeb is Yale's leader. So we could stick to this board. And it looks like DexWeb has
Oh
already
yeah.
taken a shot with H7. So look at that. This knight on G4 is hanging. And after knight check, there's queen takes G4. So black declines the bishop. And so white retreats the bishop simply up a piece. Or not up a piece, up a pawn. But an important pawn on the H file.
Wow, that's a nice tactic.
Yeah, I'm thinking E4 from white feels pretty good. Black is threatening to fork the 2 pieces here. So there could also be knight G5, which is looking really crushing actually. Not only guarding E4, but hits
Oh
H7 and
god.
prepares for the queen to come to the H file with
Check,
checkmating
check.
ideas. So you
Yeah.
probably have to play G6.
Oh, even G6 I don't like because I feel like that's just asking for white to play bishop takes G6. Not yet. Maybe it doesn't work, but
Um, how do you know Dex Web pretty well or no?
no, and it's a shame because it's my first year, so I think I would know everyone better if it weren't for the pandemic. But
Yeah, the quarantine is really holding a lot of chess clubs at bay. But luckily, we can all play online, and that's been really useful, I think.
yeah, that is nice. And so I actually I don't know really anyone on the team personally, but ChessWeb has been really super nice and great about organizing everything. So I can say that he's a really good guy, even though I haven't really met any of them in person. Um, yeah, it's
Uh,
always super supportive after the matches we lose, saying, it's okay, that team was stacked, you'll get them next time, or something like that. And he keeps us up to date on which Yale teams are best poised for a postseason. So,
so yeah, Yale actually is the only team in the league that has 4 official teams registered, which is kind of crazy. But why do you think that is? Like, is that in part due to Dex like being a good leader, or is it just because there's so many people at Yale that are like just dying to play chess?
I would. So I don't fully know the answer, but I would have to say, oh look, Bishop takes G6. I think I
Yeah,
suggested this.
yeah,
Wow.
that was definitely a move that we were all looking at. The F pawn was pinned, and Nicholas, the leader from Northwestern, just throws in the towel there. Doesn't want to finish this game out. So the 2 leaders playing Dex Webb, definitely the stronger of the two players gets the win here. So I might have to reach out to Nicholas now that he's not playing a game and ask if they're missing their top board. So
Yeah, do that. I'll answer your question. And I think that Yale having a lot of chess players like interested in the league and being active in the club is probably has a lot to do with Dex being a really enthusiastic club leader. Because I know at least I graduated from Penn 3 years ago, and at that point Yale didn't really show up to like the chess events in the Ivy League. Like I think Yale brought one team one year and didn't bring teams the other years I was at Penn. So at least sometime since I graduated, something changed with the chess club here, and now it's, as you said, Joe, the most players and the most teams in out of any school in the league.
yeah, so they're definitely like teams that have more players. Actually, I don't even know if that's true anymore. I do know Northwestern also has a ton of players, but they only had I think two. Sorry, I was messaged something. I'm reading it.
Okay, and that's we have a resignation
Oh.
from Northwestern.
Yeah, Grumjug, the lowest rated player on their team, gonna have a tough match ahead of them. But that fourth round against Master Mr. Poopy is gonna be Grumjug's best chance, I think. So that'll be an exciting game to see. But right now we got Mr. Master. Actually, what do you think about Master Mr. Poopy's username? The world wants to know.
I'm always really entertained by usernames in general. Like they can just be anything, right? So I always get a kick of people use usernames
Yeah.
as long as you know.
So every time I see the username, I make a mistake. I say Mr. Master Poopy sometimes, and it's clearly Master Mr. Poopy.
How could you do that? That's
Yeah. So it makes sense, right? Because before he was a master, I assume his name was just Mr. Poopy, but now
right.
he's a master. Although he's not a national master, he's not like a titled player. But eventually, perhaps Master Mr. Poopy will become National Master Mr. Poopy.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, double master.
Master. Now, he is up a pawn. He has more passive pieces, but against a much higher rated opponent, it looks like he paid for it by spending a lot of time thinking. But what do you think about the position?
Yo, I completely agree with everything you just said. So black clearly up in material, but kind of a weird position for the pieces. That being said, I think how he's playing against the much stronger rated player is awesome. So black is the favorite here in this position. Just not a lot of time left, which in the long run could prove deadly. So only 11 seconds.
Does he get his pieces out? Does he play Queen C3 and then follow with Bishop
Yeah,
D4?
I think you got to activate the queen. I think you got to connect the rook. So like King H7 at some point. So yeah, the knight is hanging, so the queen hits the knight, and is also still defending E7 because now E7's hit. So yeah, Queen D6 is a great move. Rook now opposite the queen, also a great move. Ooh, look at this bishop move, and now Queen takes G3.
Nice.
Oh, but now there's, wait. Oh, Queen takes E8, hanging the rook, and F2 is defended by the knight. So, yeah, this queen move attacking E8 was a big idea. So Antonio gives up the G3 pawn, but for a good purpose, and now hitting the bishop.
Yeah. Now that queen takes G3 is a chem stud move. It's like, oh, I'm in time pressure. Let me ignore my hanging pieces. That's it's a classic afraid of the clock type of play.
Maybe Master Mr. Poopy has been taking some notes from you.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Have you been leading the Yale team practices?
I have not. Thankfully for the Yale team, they're all grateful that that was not happening.
Yeah, Master Mr. Poopy's position is now getting torn to shreds,
He plays
unfortunately.
king to f8. King to h8 would have been an Arabian mate instantaneously. So
That or rook takes d8 mate for ladder mate. So two potential mates there.
oh wait, did White just miss this? White could have.
No,
Oh no,
but that's mate on the spot.
yeah, yeah,
Because if rook takes d8 there, then king can take on e7. So there, Master Mr. Poopy really needed to trade rooks there. Uh,
yeah.
yeah, I agree. The Arabian mate is definitely more stylish. Okay, so I've received word that Akil has now joined the Boundless main. Uh, oh yeah, let's watch this game. 2300 versus 2300 RV chess. Um, so another question for you, Will. Well, do you go by Will or William
Will, is that the question?
or Kim? Not. I have another question.
Okay.
So Yale's top board Doraemon, I believe a FIDE master, is not playing right now. But do you know if they played in that Ivy League tournament earlier today, or if they're just completely busy and didn't play at all?
I actually don't know. Yeah, I
Okay.
didn't see the final roster. I just know. And again, this is another example of Dex Chessweb being a really good leader. He sent an email saying like, "Oh, we're so sorry, we could only take 8." So I wasn't one of the top 8, but I signed up saying I was available anyway. You know, just in case the top 8 players weren't available. Like I'd be happy to play for my school. But he was like, let me know if there's any way to make the club more inclusive for lower rated players. And I think he reminds me of you a little bit, Joe, because it's really cool when very strong chess players are also like trying to create opportunities and excitement for players that are like not as strong, because I think it's really just about the game that we all love to play. So anyway, that was just a
Well,
little story.
I'm definitely flattered to be compared to the one and only Dex, who he's a national master, right?
He is, yeah.
I mean, I'm not even a titled player, so to be in the same conversation is really an honor. So thank you.
You are both above me, but it's really cool that this league exists and these clubs exist.
Yeah.
I can sort of play alongside and cheer for these guys as if they're my teammates.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the long story short is I got the email saying that I was not playing in the Ivy League tournament, so I don't know. I didn't get the email with who is playing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that
To
makes
answer
sense.
your question about board one.
Yeah. So Yale definitely missing Doraemon, but actually, I looked at the standings, and it would appear that Yale is just about qualified, I would say, for Antonio. I didn't give Antonio the point for beating the master, Mr. Poopy. Um I might have missed
So
a
that
couple games as well, but so far I have 4 for Yale and 1 for Northwestern. Um
yeah, that's what I saw here. So yeah, that was our first loss as Master Mr. Poopy loses, right?
okay. So the top 2 boards for Yale have already finished their first 2 games. So they're done with rounds 1 and 2, which is interesting. Which means I think the Boundless main from Northwestern has missed the first 2 rounds, and now they're playing RV chess, which is interesting. Um, and Dex is playing Antonio. Yeah, so this is round 3. So those might be even more points for Yale for like a player being late or something. But
Who wins? I wouldn't be
um,
surprised if I just played them with the player that came late. Um,
but yeah, I was just gonna say one final note on Doraemon. Having a really strong top board can be super useful and helpful, and missing them can be devastating. So Yale, though, fortunately, I think has still a pretty good team, especially playing against Northwestern, who unfortunately in the standings, it seems that they have lost every single game they've played so far this season. So they're trying to find their first win here, but they're still fielding a full team, which is really important to note because like there are teams that like literally just couldn't show up and have lost that way, which is unfortunate. But Northwestern still, even though like mathematically they're eliminated from the playoffs, they're still showing up. This is their last game of the season, so they're still trying to end on a strong note here. So we'll see if they can capitalize on Yale missing Doraemon, the FIDE master. I believe Doraemon's a FIDE master.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Looking at all the games here, Joe, and they're all like embattled middle games with seems like I don't see any clear advantages for any sides. Maybe some positional nuances, but
Yeah, the round has just started, so early on, definitely not expecting any major lopsided games in at least the top division. I feel like most players know pretty well how to play out of the opening so far, but you never know. But yeah, I really want to stick with this. Well, Boundless Maine, we haven't seen any games from them yet. This is the top board from Northwestern, and they're really close with RV Chess, who's also 2,300. So this should be an exciting match.
The matchups.
Mm-hmm. So Boundless Maine showing up late, but maybe gonna make up for it with some key wins against Yale's top two boards. Who knows?
So Boundless Main probably going to castle on the king side in a couple moves. Has a strong bishop on b7. Maybe not as strong as White's bishop on g2. Is there anything else going on in this position?
Well, white has more space and stronger control of the center, but black is very solid here, and they do have a 2-on-1 majority of pawns in the center, but white has that 2-on-1 majority on the outside, on the queen side. But again, it's too early to tell. I think one important note is that white is spending a lot of time here, really thinking, when really this isn't like a position where it's like there's a crucial tactic or anything. And okay, they go for f4, so going very aggressive. This could potentially be weakening in the long run, but still a solid move. I think Boundless Main just really going fast here, taking advantage of that clock situation.
Do you think White was thinking so long? Because sometimes I feel like when players see that they have an advantage, they try to do everything they can to make the most out of it. Do you think that was what was behind the delay in the calculation?
I don't know. To be fair, I think that maybe they were looking at some lines like f4 does help control over e5 a little bit. I don't know if they were considering that black would play e5, although technically I think black could still play e5. So I'm not sure. That's a good question. But look at this. Ravi Chess 30 seconds to 2 minutes and 15. It's a big advantage for Boundless.
And it's strange to see it because it was pretty even on time, basically until this f4 move.
Okay, now b4 hitting the knight. Knight goes back. Okay, here's a couple quick moves. Yeah, so RV's speeding up now. And yeah, b4 is actually a solid move because now you can follow with like a4 and b5. Just really getting that pawn majority to work. Trying to make a pass pawn. And white has like literally every piece trained on b5, like both knights, the queen, the pawns, the rook. So
Can White play a4 right away, do you think? Or does he have to prepare it with rook fc8? Or
no, let's see what black does first. I think it depends. But yeah, I mean the knight is also controlling a4, so like white could, yeah. So your move was played, rook f to c1. Well, actually, I don't know if you said c8 or c1, but yeah, rook to the c
I
file.
did say c8, but I meant c1.
Yeah. So the c file. I mean that when I heard what you said, but I also like knew what you meant, right? It's like the rook wants to go to the c file. It's the only open c file on the board. Okay, well now the d file is gonna be opened. Oh no, so black takes with the knight there. Very interesting. And now just b5 straight away, not even playing a4.
So black now has a weakness on d6.
Yeah,
Um,
d6 definitely is a soft point in the position. Um, so probably knight takes actually. No, rook takes. Very interesting.
I, I would have played knight takes.
Well, white might be trying to play rook to from c to b1, double up on the b file.
Yeah, okay, that could be useful. But can't the bishop on b7 just move to somewhere like a
Oh,
a
that's true. Um, it's getting complicated, and the players are playing much faster, especially knowing that the time pressure is coming up. Ooh, Master Mr. Poopy took down Xavier, so big win for Yale's bottom board, getting win over Northwestern's leader, Nicholas. We missed that one. What happened here? Just
oh,
abandonment. Oh, that is not how you want to lose a game. So
chess web also in time pressure. It's got 25 seconds.
yeah, this is also a strong matchup here, Antonio. So looks like Northwestern has like two siblings on board 1 and 2, which is really cool to see. They both have the
That is,
same last name, and it's a very uncommon last name, so I assume they're siblings. Um,
oh, do you think they're twins? I'm a twin.
yeah. So I was just gonna say, I heard that you're a twin, and your twin actually doesn't play chess.
Yeah, she doesn't. She doesn't have the patience for it.
I feel like that's very understandable.
Yeah. Well, maybe she would like Blitz though. I don't
Oh,
know. I can't do Blitz, but she's a fast thinker, so
she's a bullet player at heart.
yeah. If only I had convinced her to do that. But
Just she only plays high. What is this? King F3 move from RV chess. Isn't there knight takes d5? So knight takes d5 happens afterwards. This king f3 move is so weird. Now the king is attacking the knight. Now knight check, king back to d3. So black is winning over the board, and on the clock actually. But can they convert is the question. White does have this nice a pawn.
yeah, and the bishop's on a nice diagonal, but I don't see. I mean,
Why
I
not
feel like
bishop d5? Okay, bishop d5 now, but oh, there's a knight fork. I mean, I feel like that was just a move too shy or short or whatever. But after king takes, the knight is controlling the d2 check. Oh, but oh, they both missed it. What? They both missed it. Literally as I said it.
oh
Oh
no,
my god,
that's another chem
that
stud
was
move.
just
I
mutual
have no
blindness.
practice.
Mutual blindness.
That's
How are you stopping king to b7 followed by rook a6? No,
wait,
rook d6. Okay, you just
this
grab that. King
wait.
up, rook d. Oh, just. Oh my god, I think it's a draw. I think it's a draw. I think white was winning. I mean, white was clearly winning. They missed the free rook. I mean, Will, you're gonna have to show this to the Yale team later. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. I guess we'll have to talk about that.
I was
What?
literally saying the knight covers the d2 check, and then they gave the
I,
check, and then they didn't even take. So okay, black is going to try to win this rook back. Oh, this was a mistake allowing king f2. And now white's just winning. Oh, man. So let's look at this. F2 is the move. F2 is the move there. And apparently this is a draw. I don't see how. But okay, king comes to h3. And all white can do is just shuffle the rooks around. And there's king h2. And you're not stopping the pawns from promoting. So RV chess with a crazy win there improves to 3 out of 3. Yale now with 6 points to Northwestern's only 1 point. So ChessWeb now down to the last 4 seconds against Antonio, who is up a pawn, it seems. Now 2 pawns. Oh,
no,
but there
just
goes the knight. Hold up. So, okay, it's 2 pawns for a piece. ChessWeb is up, but very low on the clock. Oh, and they're going to lose some pawns. So I think black is the side that's favorite here.
I'd agree with that.
especially given the time advantage. Okay, the queen comes back to defend f7. This is very important. Ooh, f4. You could trade queens potentially, but then maybe that's a draw. I'm not sure. Oh, oh, this is bad. Now the f pawn's gonna fall. You could also just trade queens probably.
That's a simpler draw to make.
Yeah, queen takes and then okay, yeah, bring the king in and that f pawn is just gonna fall anyway. So Antonio gonna get a win out of Chess Web, who is the national master
has he
top
wondered?
board.
The b pawn runs now.
I don't think it's fast enough.
No.
I just don't think so. A G, oh, D4 check, clearing. Oh, but you're promoting this way. It's very interesting. Oh, because you promote with check.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, that check was really cool.
Did White have to take D4? If he played,
I mean, it was. I think it was still lost. I don't even think the check was necessary.
Oh.
Okay, so Antonio getting a point. So Antonio's actually the only player that I've seen win from Northwestern, and they have 2 points out of 3. So they've only lost. Who'd they lose to? They must have lost to one of the bottom 2 boards. Interestingly enough. Oh, they must have lost to Nolan. Actually, I haven't even seen Nolan's games. Actually.
Yeah, Nolan is. What's Nolan's username again?
NK123.
Right, I wasn't able to follow Nolan. Oh, now I can. Okay, here. I have Nolan's playing against Boundless Main.
Who?
The Boundless Main, the top board from Northwestern.
For some reason, I don't even see that game. Okay, there it is. Interesting.
It just started. It is.
Okay, so Nolan is a 2100 against Boundless, who's 2300. Let's see. And then we have Antonio and RV is also another close matchup. Ooh, we gotta watch Master Mr. Poopy versus Grumjug.
Alright, let's watch it.
Who wants 2100 plus matchups when you could watch Master Mr. Poopy versus Grumjug? So Master Mr. with 1 point so far. Grumjug still looking for his first point. And what better time than now for Grumjug? So I believe in you, Grumjug. Even though I know you're a fan of Yale, I think Yale's gonna win this match.
I think so.
I still don't even know what happened.
I wonder, Joe. There's a weird pawn on f6, and I looked back, and it was a Trumpowski attack. Do you think that Grumjug was unprepared against the Trumpowski? Because it has caught me unprepared before. Is this a valid defense, or is taking
Trumpowski? Okay, what is the Trumpowski?
It is d4 followed by bishop g5 from White. D4 knight f6 bishop g5.
Bishop g5 wasn't played though. You said bishop g5?
Yeah.
I don't know. Black fianchettoed.
White played bishop.
Oh, I see it now. My bad. Yeah, no, I don't know too many d4 openings, so I don't know what this is all about. What I do personally is I never trade the dark square bishop for the knight when black fianchettos. But you know, this doubled f pawn is somewhat annoying to have, but it looks like black has a pretty decent setup. So I think like I personally like to have that dark square bishop around to try to trade off. I typically like to play e4 kind of openings and then get the queen to d2, bishop to e3, and then eventually play bishop to h6 to try to trade that off. But
yeah. So it seemed like Grumjug decided on the fianchetto because of the bishop g5 move. When I had seen this for the first time in a tournament like over the summer, I didn't know what it was. I thought White moving to bishop g5 had to have been a mistake, but in fact it turned out to be a really tricky thing that caught me off guard. I ended up losing the game. So I wonder if Grumjug has seen it before and knew what to do and had this plan of going pawn takes f6 and then later f5, or if that was something he saw over the board.
Yeah. Yeah, the Trompowski is not something that I'm too familiar with. Um, but I mean, the position looks somewhat even. So both sides fianchettoed on the king side. Really, the major difference is just black has this extra pawn on the f file. Um, and yeah, who knows? I mean, c4 is just preparing d5, it seems, which would trap this bishop. So probably you want to move the knight to make way for the bishop to come back. So a move like knight f6 is very logical. Also helps control over d5 a little bit. Ooh, but now the queen moves. So Grumjug has missed this d5 idea. It is now going to lose their light square bishop.
And also be a discovered attack on the queen on c7. Right, if takes.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. So Grumjug filling in as the bottom board for Northwestern, and unfortunately, it's a tough world out there for 1400s in Division One.
It really is.
But without Grumjug, like even if you lose every single game, like without you, not only would you still lose all those games, but you'd also have like a penalty point. So, every player is important on the team.
Yeah, this Trompowski opening's tricky. I bet Grumjug wasn't even anticipating this sort of tactic because he's not used to having a random pawn on f5. He probably usually plays the structure just absent the pawn on f5, and the bishop has room to move. And so the knight on d7 is not such a detriment to the position.
Bishop d5 now wins an exchange. It's very unfortunate. Master Mister not playing it immediately, but not needing to. They also have a huge time advantage. So we could actually look at Nolan versus Boundless. I see Nolan has like only 30 seconds to Boundless's 3.5 minutes plus. But black also attacking the bishop here. We have c4, explosive move.
So this position that looks familiar to me because I'm also a Sicilian player. So this queenside castle and attacking on the queen side. Yeah, pawn on a6. This is a Najdorf. Yeah, I like this position for black. Black also has a bishop pair.
Yeah, so very interestingly, black gives up a pawn here, but in exchange now they have really active. Well, I'm anticipating the rooks will activate along like the C and B files, so it's very common in opposite color. But okay, well now
Wait.
There goes that pawn. Checkmate? Queen A1 is.
Well, did black Queen A1 checkmate?
No. Black just took on A4, threatening checkmate, and then white brought the king to the B file, defending the mate. So there wasn't mate blundered on the board. Nolan only 17 seconds. I mean, Boundless main over 3 minutes still. Okay, king goes to H8. Very interesting. I don't think that was necessary.
I like to move like rook A, B8 here.
Yeah, just getting more pieces into the attack, and that's really the main idea in an opposite color bishop, or I mean, what am I saying? In an opposite side castles game, right? It's the side that can attack first, and it looks like white is now able to do so because of that king h8 move. So the knight comes back, which prepares h5. Oh, and there goes a piece. That was a big mistake. Yeah, and Nolan resigns here. So, wait. After knight back to g3, not only is the bishop on h5 hit by the knight, but that also opens up the queen's attack on b4. So that was really rough, actually. That was the piece. So, Boundless main getting a point. Northwestern's not out of it yet. So, okay, now I have all 4 games happening right now. Let's look at RV chess with only 30 seconds. So, a lot of Yale players just really down on the clock here. And
yeah, it must be something in the water. Like, it seems to be what we do.
Well,
what we do.
Northwestern, the players that are like way up on the clock are siblings too, so maybe they're the ones that are drinking something in the water.
Yeah, that could be it.
I don't know. That's got to be really cool though to have a sibling that's like Antonio's about 2200, and or I don't know why I said it. Their name is Antonio El Camborio, but their name in real life is Nikhil Kalgagi, and their sibling's name is Akil. So Nikhil and Akil, that's got to be annoying when like their parents are calling for them. Um, but like, how cool is that if like your sibling was like 100 or 200 rating points different from you? Like, you gotta be that's gotta be helpful, right?
Yeah, I mean, I imagine it would be great. It was never the case for me. I'm actually trying to think of like chess superstars that are siblings. The only ones that I can think of are the Polgar sisters, who are all
They're
masters.
all great. Yeah, there's the Polgar sisters. I think. Um, I mean, obviously, I think of like the Botes sisters. I think of the Ferrugia brothers.
Oh,
Um,
that's
although like even both brothers are like really strong. There's a huge like rating difference between the two.
yeah.
Um,
I guess the same could be said for the Polgar sisters and the Botes sisters as well. But
well, I think like those rating differences might not be as great. Maybe like I don't know. I don't know how strong all the Pogar sisters are, but
so at her peak, Judith Polgar was world number 8, and I think her oldest sister is an international master, while the middle sister is a grandmaster. So
mm,
and so I think that they all did pretty well for themselves, but they span IM to top 10 in the world
yeah.
uh, peak.
So this is a very interesting position. I think Antonio obviously like up 2 pawns is the favorite here. There's a really nice tactic where white sacrificed a knight to win a pawn. But RV chess also just way down on the clock.
And the clock might make more of a difference because I've heard a rule that all endgames with rooks and pawns are drawn. I don't think it's necessarily true, but in practice, it seems to be a good rule of thumb.
Yeah,
Uh,
so pawn and rook in games definitely. Ooh, black takes here, but now there's a rook check. That was not a free pawn that RB chess could take. Because now, yeah, rook e8 check, and now you just win that rook. So very tricky idea from Akil. No, this is Nikhil. And RV chess just fell for it, man. Oh, and there goes. Oh, well. Anyways, yeah, Antonio. Nikhil with another point. So Nikhil, 3 points.
I feel like yeah,
Um,
last 3 games we have seen, we were doing well in the
hold on.
beginning.
I
What's
think
the status?
I think Master Mr. Poopy just got a second point.
Oh, that's good.
I think Master Mr. Poopy beat Antonio.
Oh, that's a neat looking checkmate. The king's checkmated on Master Mr. Poopy over Gumjug. The Black King was checkmated on h3, so he
Yeah.
just down the h file.
All right, so we have 2 games underway. I'm looking at ChessWeb now. 2400 versus Boundless Main 2380. So this is a very close match. This is actually the top 2 boards going at it. So we'll see. I mean, ChessWeb is up what 2 pawns, so that's pretty good. Neither side has castled, which is kind of interesting. And it
Looks
looks
like
like
they're not.
yeah, they're they're not needing to. This knight on e4 is such a beautiful piece, like combined with the pawn, looking at f6 and d6. The problem is black has it sufficiently covered, it seems. Although actually knight d6 seems really annoying because if bishop takes, pawn takes, hits the queen, and that is a thorn in the side for sure. But I don't know, nothing too devastating because I don't think that black was really anticipating castling after this point.
Yeah, I know. So there are some opening lines I've prepared where I know I'm not supposed to castle. Like the theory says that castling is not the move to make. especially like if I'm playing against the French defense. There are some lines Black can choose where it's better not to castle, but it still makes me awfully uncomfortable. Like I feel like I don't know all the motifs to protect your king when he's not castled. Uh, do you ever sort of get over that discomfort as you become a stronger player, or is it just always in the back of your mind, like I really should castle, like your coach is hitting you over the head for not castling?
Well, yeah, for me, I feel like there are certain positions where it's definitely favorable not to castle, and understanding when that is just it comes with experience and awareness. I think mostly because obviously you want to castle as much as you can, and that's obviously like what everyone is teaching you. But like there are certain openings you just trade queens immediately, and that's like actually the mainline theory is to not even castle. Like I think the Berlin defense might be like a famous idea or an example of like some theoretical draw where you trade queens and you're not castled. And um I don't play into that line, and I feel like I typically like try not to do that. But yeah, I think there's just certain positions where it's like you just know that castling is actually like worse for you, and sometimes you have to move the king out of necessity, right? And that's just best for you. But yeah, white actually here is first to castle, and
Clearly, White's not listening to our conversation about.
yeah, I mean, but look at this king now on g1. It's like it's just so much safer than black's king. So black again, they're the side that's up 2 pawns, but white has the bishop pair. They have the development. The rooks are connected. Like they're good to go, right? So black's king, they've got this pawn on d6. They're not going to castle onto the open g file, and this queen still deciding where she wants to go. So she comes all the way back to d8. I think you didn't want to go to d8 originally because bishop h4 was really annoying when the rook was on h1. But now that white has castled, there's no longer a bishop h4 move. So the queen's actually better off on d8, I think. And this also frees up the a pawn for black. So this could be a long-term advantage. Okay, but now c6 is hit, so maybe like bishop b7.
Um, does White have an idea of going like bishop g4 and then sacrificing the bishop on e6? Um, like, does White need
Oh,
to
oh, how
fight here?
about I see your idea, but what about bishop h5, queen takes e6?
Ooh, even better. Oh, that's
Perhaps
maybe can Black stop it by just playing h5 now?
h5, but there's the queen takes c6, right?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So chess web up 2 pawns, but really in the think tank here goes bishop b7, defending c6. But now we'll see. Yeah, maybe there's also bishop h4 again, right? Kicking the queen out. Maybe there's like knight f6, but that doesn't seem too pleasant after the queen moves and attacks the knight again. That's pinned after that point, so that would probably lose a piece. Oh, so we do see bishop h5.
Right.
So the threat is queen takes e6. So
The
okay,
f6 is forced.
there's knight f8. Oh, queen f6 is played. So now bishop h4.
Or
Bishop h4, and then you maybe go like queen f5. But I mean, your position's so bad despite being up 2 pawns. I don't even see like where are these 2 pawns that you have? And, like it doesn't even look like it. Like
yeah, I guess they're isolated or they're doubled. Yeah,
it's like
nice.
I mean it's that a pawn, right? But black just has not had any time to push it.
Meanwhile, Nolan has beaten Xavier, um, a resignation in a back rank mating pattern.
Oh, very nice. Oh, I haven't been looking at the so Nolan with the point. So tough showing for Xavier and Grumjug with bottom 2 boards for Northwestern. Um, Did I give a point to Antonio for beating RV Chess? I don't think so. Maybe I did. I can't remember. But yeah, let's see here.
I mean, we have it on the
Okay,
board.
so yeah, we had Queen F5, Queen takes, and now Rook coming into E7. Bishop back to defend the knight, but now Rook takes F7. King has to go to G8. Double the rooks here. Rook E8 is mate
Brutal.
after knight F8 block, and there's really nothing you can do about it.
Can you play bishop b7 to stop the rook from going to e8? Or plays knight e8 first? Or knight
Well,
f8?
then you would lose the knight on D7.
Oh my gosh.
So this is a clever defense, but rook F takes, yeah, and now bishop F6, yeah, king here, and now rook takes H8. Looked like mate, but this is also mate. Dang, that was such a brutal game against Chessweb, man. I mean, Chessweb just grabbed a couple pawns and then got burned. Couldn't castle, and yeah, that's game over. What a game from Boundless Main. So my question is, have I given everyone all their point? I mean, it's 8-5. I think there are players missing the first round. But yeah, I don't want to assume Yale won. I feel like that's a safe bet, but I also don't know which players were missing. So,
Let me.
but I unfortunately can't stick around to find out because we have a very exciting Berkeley versus Stanford match that I don't want to miss. So,
Oh yeah, and you have another guest on for that.
yeah.
Right?
So thank you for hopping in and giving some commentary and providing some insight on Yale's
Thank you. This was a lot of
chess
fun.
club. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you around in the playoffs.
Yeah, see you then. Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, take care. All right, so shout out to KimStud24 if you want to